guys, Jessica here. You guys also know me as Resell to Ride. Today we're going to talk about two things that are going to help you grow your online business and hopefully, if you're not already, become a full-time reseller. Now these two things are very important to me and they have helped me out quite a bit. So let's get to the first one. And that first one is something you've probably heard quite a few times, and some of you may or may not know about it already. And some of you may be scratching your head going, what the heck are these people on these YouTube videos talking about? And that thing is sell-through rate. Your sell-through rate is a really important thing to know, because when you're out sourcing and you're looking up items going, ooh, is this gonna sell? How many are listed? You know, it's really important to know, are there any online? And most people use eBay as that tool to find out. That's kind of their go-to, is this thing good to pick up? So you look it up and you see, yes, there's a bunch, there's X amount listed. Now, what's most important is, does it actually sell? And the way you're gonna tell that is you're gonna go click on filters and you're gonna scroll down. You'll see a see more at the bottom, which I'll show you guys on screen here in a moment. You'll click on show more and you'll scroll down until you see sold items. You'll click that toggle switch and that's gonna show you how much does this item actually sell for. People can list something for $1,000, but it really only sells for 10. So it's really important to make sure you're checking those sold comps. So that's another thing you guys hear a lot is sold comps, right? So the other thing you want to check is your sell-through rate, which is how quickly that item is actually going to sell. So let's go over, I'm going to share my screen with you guys on the eBay app. I'm going to do the app, not the laptop, because I want to make sure that you guys see it in the app, which is what you're going to have in your hands when you're out in the wild sourcing. So let's get over to that and I'll show you guys how to use it. Okay, so here we are on the eBay app home screen, and as you can see, we got our search bar at the top here. We're going to click on that. Now I have actually already looked this item up, but we're going to look up Mario Kart N64, and I did put authentic just to make sure we're looking at authentic copies when we're doing this search. So we're going to go to filter. We're going to see at the bottom, this shows 247 results. Now that's how many items are currently listed at this time. And you may say to yourself, 247 items, oh my gosh, why do I want to compete with that many other sellers to sell my item that's identical to theirs, right? So let me show you how you know your sell-through rate, and this is going to tell you whether or not this item is worth buying, even with that many currently listed. So here at the bottom of our filters, you see the show more in blue. We're going to click on that. We're going to scroll down a little ways here, and right here near the middle of the screen, you're going to see sold items. Click on that toggle switch. A lot of you guys may already know this. You've looked at sold items, but what's important here is at the bottom in our blue bar where it showed 243 items just a moment ago, it now shows 628 items. So this tells us how many of these items have sold in the last 90 days. 628 is a lot. Even though there are, 243 items listed currently, 628 sold is quite a bit. And you can see here, this game actually has a decent amount of value. Now at $34.99 right there in the middle, that's not my listing, but I did just sell one recently for $34.99 and it sold relatively quickly because it was in good condition. This is a good game if you guys see it out in the wild and you know that it's an authentic one. That's another whole topic, learning how to authenticate games, but there's some pretty easy things you can look up on YouTube to find that out, little easy markers to look for. But anyway, this is a good $30 to $40 game depending on condition. So great game to pick up, even though there are so many currently listed, it's going to sell. So the basis is, say there are 243 listed currently and you toggle for sold and you see 243 sold, that's a 100% sell-through rate. So the higher that sold number is, the higher the sell-through rate and the faster that item is going to sell. Now I'm going to give you an example of an item that may not be so great. Let's go here, we're going to go back, and I actually have a Nintendo Wii game here. You can see it's a sports title. A lot of people say, oh, don't pick up sports titles. Some are good. Look for NCAA 2K14. That's an excellent game if you can find it to pick up. So let's scan this sports title here. We're going to scan the barcode. And we have, let's go to filter, 170 listed currently. That's quite a bit, 170. Whew. For a sports title. Let's check our sell-through rate though. We're going to scroll down in our filters to sold. 16. 170 listed and 16 have sold. So what that tells you is this has a less than 10% sell-through rate. Less than 10%. So this is an item that's probably going to sit around for a while. It obviously this is a game that doesn't sell for much to begin with. Look at this, $5.99 free shipping. Shipping's going to be what, like $4 or so. So $1.99, and then you're going to take your fees and all of that out of that. So this game is not worth picking up. At like 10%, you're looking at it, it's probably not going to sell. It's probably just going to sit in your store for a really, really long time and collect dust. So don't pick up items with a low sell-through rate. So along the same lines as your sell-through rate, I also want to talk to you guys about something else today, which is cross-listing your items. This is another tool that can help you make more sales because you've put your listings in different places. You know, don't keep all your eggs in one basket. I'm sure you guys have heard that phrase before. And when it comes to your business, it's important as well. So you all know the dreaded suspension, the looming, oh, could I get suspended if I list something that I'm not allowed to on eBay? You could get a 1-day suspension and maybe a 3-day, or in some cases, people have been permanently banned from eBay for life. And what are you going to do if that happens? You've put all this time and money into all these listings and they're gone. They're gone. You don't have them anymore. So you lose your photos, you lose your listings, everything. So List Perfectly is an amazing tool. It's a program, you use it on your computer, and what it does is you're going to import all of your eBay listings, and you do it a few at a time. You don't want to do them all at once, you might bog your computer down, but so you go in and pick and choose which listings you want to move to List Perfectly so that you can move them onto other platforms. So for instance, I have been moving items from eBay and putting them on Mercari also because I'm familiar with Mercari. That is the first online app or online platform that I used for reselling, so I'm very comfortable with it. So my baby steps are I've been taking 5 listings at a time from eBay, importing them into List Perfectly, and then importing them over to Mercari. And what it does is those listings that you move from eBay to List Perfectly are permanently saved in List Perfectly. So if you were suspended on eBay, those items would still be there in List Perfectly. You're not going to lose those. You can go in and all your pictures are there, all your information's there. So if you lose your eBay account, you still got them there and you can put them elsewhere. And there's quite a few different listing platforms that are on there: Etsy, Mercari, Depop, Kitizen, the list goes on and on. There's some that I don't even know about. Poshmark's a good one. But so right now I've been moving older stale items that are sitting in eBay for a while over to Mercari, and I've actually made a few sales. I'm just trying to see if I put them in other places, will they sell there since they're not selling on eBay, and try to get these items out before I get to the point that I want to donate them. So it's a great tool, guys. If you're interested in it, I do have a link in the description below for $30 off of your first month as a new customer. And that's what I did. I used a link from another YouTuber, Kat the Nurse Flipper. She's the one that turned me on to List Perfectly. We talked about it a little bit and she was like, you're crazy if you're not using it. So I did get into it and I actually really, really like it. And I like having that comfort knowing that my listings are saved there. The cool thing about it, when you import from List Perfectly to Mercari or whatever listing platform you do, it's going to open up little windows at the top of your screen on your computer, and you can click on those and open it up and you can watch it populate that information. Puts all your pictures in there, puts in your description, all that. It's super cool. Definitely highly recommend it. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to ask me. List Perfectly does have a YouTube channel where they go over frequently asked questions. They do a step-by-step importing your items the first time. They tell you exactly how to use everything. So amazing people running the company. They did a really cool conference recently that I attended virtually, and it was so fun. So definitely go check it out, guys. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I hope that learning about sell-through rate has been beneficial to you and will help you make great decisions in the future with your business. Thanks again. Hope you will subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when our Friday video comes out this week. And make sure you like this video Appreciate you guys. See you next time. Bye.